Welcome back, everybody, to the continuation of our Let's Play of Space Exploration and Krastorio 2. So, today we're going to start delving into Iridium processing. We chose Iridium mostly because it's available on one of the planets we have settled. In this case, it's on Byra. We got some Iridium over here in a decent quantity, and for that we need to prepare. Again, it is probably not the best idea to do all the processing on Byra, but we do want to do some partial processing on Byra, and then the final processing over here on Novice. Mostly, the reason for that is, if we take a look at this, Iridium ore over here stacks up to 10. So filling up a rocket with that, bad idea. We can crush it down. That stacks up to 40. That's already way better. We can turn it into powder. That stacks up to 30. That's a bit worse. We can turn it into Iridium blast cake, which we need at one point in the step. That stacks up to 20. That's technically better, but still also kind of worse. And then, of course, at the end of it, we can turn it into the ingots. The ingots, even though they only stack up to 20, technically have the best density. Because every step before this is more or less like 20 to 4 compression, 2 to 1 compression, give or take a little. Actually, it's a little bit more than that because we also get some iridite back over here. And this one over here is a 1 to, or a 10 to 3 compression. Actually, a little bit less than that because we also get some iridium back. But yeah, you get my drift. So the ingots would be the best. But for the ingot processing, the full chain ingot processing, we would need sulfuric acid. We would need nitric acid, hydrochloric acid. We would need a whole bunch of vulcanite stuff. Everything we don't have on Byra, more or less. So my plan is to just crush it on Byra, bring that back, and do the final processing over here. I think that's fine for now. It could probably be done better, but let's just do that. And for that, we need to prepare. Step number 1. We got 2 import routes over here. One of these. Let's make it you. You're not Brian Arnold. No. You will be enriched vulcanite 2-8 provider, because we're gonna need that as well. Let's set you to... Can we use a picture for that? Oh, we can. I should use pictures for that. That is way better. Here. No, I don't want to respawn. What the fuck? Yeah, that's way more clearer like that. Good. And then same thing over here. You over there, you are going to be... Where is it? There it is. Crushed iridite 2-8 provider. There we go. And then, of course, this one over here will also be changed into... I'm not quite sure if they added that in the patch or if it was always there. Maybe we just missed it. It could definitely be that we just missed it. There we go. There we go. Good. So, these 2 stations are ready. We can prepare these with trains if we want to. There we go. There we go. There we go. One over there and one over there. Good. And let the bots do this. Perfect. Then, iridium processing. Now, there's a whole bunch of steps we need to do iridium processing. We could, of course, make the big ground facility and then figure out the stuff afterwards. Maybe let's start with that. What do we need? What do we need for the full chain? That was actually already correct. Usage, please. Well, almost. Usage, please. We're going to get the crush stuff in. We're going to need some chemical plants. We are going to need some centrifuges. Ooh. And then some industrial furnaces. And then at the end, we need a crafting machine. Okay. What do I have on me? Nothing. I have nothing. Good. And let's have a look. Chemical plants. There we go. Give me some of these, please. Then industrial furnace. Where are those? Where are these? Let's see. There's a furnace over there. Industrial furnace over there. Then the centrifuge. Where is it? Come on, show me. No, there it is. Good. We got the centrifuge, and I think that was everything. And then, of course, an assembly machine at the end. Let's just set it up over here real quick, and then we go. Actually, we could just immediately go over here. I did prepare over here a blueprinting area, and we can use this one now over here if we want to. The only thing we need to do, of course, is get rid of these power poles because they don't really do anything over here. Oh god. Well, my inventory is now full. That doesn't work. Okay. Let's have the bots a quick field day on my body. And there we go. Boop. Bots, please. Empty my pockets. There we go. And empty. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. Good. But yeah, this area over here, this is meant to be like more or less a blueprinting area, so that we can blueprint whatever we want over here. There must be a big power pole on the floor over here somewhere. There it is. And then pick up these. Pick up those. There we go. Good. And then we can start blueprinting in here. And you guys should see a little bit better. So, let's start off with the basic buildings. We need one of these. We need one of these. We need one of these. And I guess one of these. Is that everything? Step number 1 is turning it into... We don't have the recipes unlocked yet. Okay, you know what? While we wait for the research, and I guess research is stuck at the moment, probably. Let's have a look at that. Actually, over here. Yeah, research is currently stuck. Probably because the rocket did not go yet. Let's have a look at the rocket real quick. You are all the way over there. You are waiting on something. You are waiting on uranium. Yeah, we are out of uranium. I might have to make a bit of a uranium endeavor soon. Yeah, you know what? You fly away. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Good. In the meantime, sure, we could take a look at the cation-ion exchange beads. That's definitely a thing we need to do. And they come also with something else around. Next to the cation-ion exchange beads, we also have the anion-ion exchange beads. And the recipe is more or less almost identical. Both need plastic, both need steam. Wait a minute, there we go. Yeah, both need plastic, both need steam. One needs a kyanite rod, one needs a vulcanite block, one needs nitric acid, and the other one needs sulfuric acid. So maybe we just set that up. And the beads over here, the beads is always something that goes around and is being used. These are more or less used up items. And they're not really used up as much. We do need to cycle them, but there is only a distinct amount of recipes. And the more I look at it... Wait a minute. No, we're not going to make a dedicated facility for this. I'm sorry to say. We're going to make these on site. We're definitely going to make these on site, because the only place where we need these cation-ion exchange beads is for the Iridium processing. And technically for the natrium processing. But natrium processing is something... Woo! That's gonna take some time before we get there. That is Material Science Pack 4, Astronomic Science Pack 4. That is, we're not gonna bother with that right now. So I guess the plan would be to actually make everything on site over here. Sure. Then we just go back to this and we just have to imagine the recipes being here. It's gonna be a little bit annoying, but so be it. So be it. What am I missing over here? The chemical plant. There we go. And then on the chemical plant, we need to make the beads. The other recipes we don't have available yet, so we have to just check them out over here. Step number 1. We got the chemical plant over here. And we are going to be turning crushed iridites into iridium powder. Okay. 2 crushed iridites come in, and we turn that into 1 iridium powder. It's so annoying. Why is it like 2 times 50%? Just make it 1, please. Come on. But yeah, we turn that into 1 iridium powder, and 1 crushed iridium comes back. So we need to loop that. Let's maybe start with the loop then. Yeah, let's place you. So how could we loop this? We're going to have an output and an input. Usually, the way we do this is something like this. This is usually loaded territory. And then again, we don't have the recipe available over here. Yeah, 1 will be for the beads, and 1 will be for the crushed iridites. So we could do something like this. Input priority, output priority over here. Input, output priority on the other side. Almost. There we go. You over there, you filter out the beads. And you over there, you filter out the crushed iridium. And then we just do something like this. And that. And this. And that. And then the only thing we need to do over here is to top it up from the side. So we have like a belt coming over here, the belt coming over here. This over here will just cycle on its own all the time. And then that could be something how we do that. Now, we do need 2 distinct liquid inputs, as well as that iridium powder output. If we have a look at iridium powder afterwards, we do need 1 per second in a centrifuge for the next process. Now, good thing is, this thing over here does make it at a rate of 1 per second. Does it though? Wait a minute. No, it does not. It has a crafting speed of 2. And every 2 seconds we make 2 times 50%. So every 2 seconds we make 1. So it is... This would be a correct ratio. And then 1, 2, 3. And then we just take a long hand. There we go. That would be correct. And this is not even thinking in beacons yet. We also have to think in beacons soon. Actually, could we? Oh, if we make it a little bit closer. Like, if we move you up by 1. Yeah, pick this up real quick. And if we move you down by 1. Then we could place a beacon, say... right over here. And then maybe make another one. Wait a minute. Let's take this whole thing. There we go. And then maybe make another one right over there. There we go. That could work. That could definitely work. I'm not quite sure how the inputs over here will work. And the more I look at these inputs, well, actually, I think I see a way how we could do that. It's going to be horrible, but I think I see a way how we could do that. Option number 2, rotate these around. That could be easier. But yeah, that's better. That's better. Because we only have 1 liquid output over here. And we got 2 liquid inputs over there. So if we do it like this, that could be good. Sure. Why not? And to make it even better... Ooh, one moment, please. I mean, if we're already working on this... Oh, that's a little bit too far out. Sorry about that. You might already see where this is going. There we go. So this will go up. At some point, it will go back down. And same over here. This will go up. At some point, it will go back down. We only need to top these up. And with this, we can make it like one long facility. That's also kind of compact. Yes, let's do this. Okay. Now, of course, we need a little bit more over here. We also need the enriched vulcanite over here. I can see a way how we can get that in there. Let's maybe start with the pipe first. So, at some point in time, and actually, yeah, let's move you to the inside. Let's move you to the inside. There we go. That makes it easier. There we go. And then we just do the classic. Something like this, something like that. Good, that's connected. We still got a lot of space. Let's also set up these real quick, because we're going to need them either way. And then it's going to be 1 over there, 2 over there, 1 over there, 2 over there. Let's copy you out. Just the classic connection. We know these. Good. I do kind of want to know if we can put productivity modules on these or not. If not, just speed is also fine. I guess there will be a bit of an issue with that. I mean, if we take a look at the iron processing step over here, and by over here, I mean over there. Yeah, not everything over here takes productivity modules. By the way, I did upgrade all of these to the latest productivity modules. So our power usage is probably, yeah, it's pretty high. Love it. Absolutely love it. Good, 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 good. Okay, that will be then Iridium Blast Cake. We still need that enriched uranium. Or Iridium. We could do something like this. Where we then have a belt that goes... I played too much Pionodons. I don't think I can pull this one over here. No, I cannot. And we don't need to pull it over there. We need to pull it over here. Ooh. If we just have one of these going this way. There we go. And one of these going the other way, of course. That will be for the input. And then for the output, we can do the same. We can just do the same over here. There we go. There we go. And at some point in time, at the top, they will just go up and over and go down. Now, of course, if we do it like this, then you over there, let's place you real quick. You need to be a near inserter. There we go. Good. Yeah, that works. That looks lovely. And while we're at it, the thing we usually forget to do, let's put some power poles in. Oh. Oh. This is a nice power pole placement. Well, maybe this works. Let's just have a check real quick. Nah, this will not work. Well, it will work, but maybe if we do it like this. Give it a breathing room, and sure, why not? And then, most important, of course, a lamp, a lamp, a lamp, and a lamp. There we go. That looks fine. That looks actually pretty darn lovely, if I have to say. And let's finish up this real quick. There we go. There we go. We do need to make it a little bit longer so that we can stick it together. And then you go down. There we go. And now it's styleable. Now we could just go like here, put this one over there, and now we can make it as long as we want to. Perfect. Okay. That is, for now, Iridium Blast Cake. At least we think it is. After the Iridium Blast Cake, it goes onto a belt, and then it goes into a smelter. And, ooh, we need 50, or we need 10 every 50 seconds, and a bit of pyroflux. We can definitely make the pyroflux on site, because we are going to be ordering up some vulcanite block to make ourselves the beads over here. And making the pyroflux over here just requires some sand. So we also need to request up some stone. But that will be fine. That will be fine. Good. If we want to make this like this, and if we're going to assume everything over here has a crafting speed of 2, at some point in time, we are going to have things like more advanced chemical plants. So I don't really think it's that worth increasing the crafting speeds too much over here. But let's just assume this has a crafting speed of 2, and we can put in productivity modules over everywhere. That would mean that over here, each one of these machines over here consumes 1 crushed iridite per second. That's actually not a lot, because this over here is 4. That will be 8. That will be 12. And technically, that will be 16. So that would be 1 big block of iridium processing. With, 16 chemical plants, that would consume 16 crushed iridium per second. Which we technically, even though it's not really the best, could put on a single yellow belt if we want to. And then we can see what we do over here. We do, for example, this over here. And that over there. And this over here. There we go. So that could be 1 processing block. Sure, why not? That would also mean we have 8 of these. And that would mean we make, what is that? 32 every 20. If we go with a crafting speed of 2, we would make more. We would make 64 every 20. So about 3 per second. Sure. And then if we go the final step of this one over here into the power flux over here. This one over here consumes 40 iridium blast cake per 50. 40 because of the crafting speed of 4 of the machine. So, okay. And what did we say that we make? We make 64 per what? Per 20? Per 20. So, you do 40 per 50. And we do 60. Okay, 40 per 50. 64 per 20. That would be 128 per 40. And let's get the calculator out. My brain is fried. Good morning, Bolt. My brain is fried. There we go. There we go. There we go. So, 64 by 20. We make 3.2 per second. Pretty much exact. The other one over here requires us to get in 40 per 50. There we go. And, oh, perfect. It's a 1-to-4 ratio. We need 4 of these. For this block, we need 4 of these. That could be very, very nice. And then they start making the ingots. Perfect. If we have 4 of these making ingots, we would make 4, 8, 16 per 50. And there's 0.32 ingots per second. And then over here, you need 1 ingot every 10 seconds. Yeah, the final step would be then 4 of these into... yeah, technically also 4 of these. We could just 1-to-1 these. And they will run a little bit inefficient. That's perfectly fine. I don't really care about that. So the final step over here, we just 1-to-1 these. Okay. So this is coming together. Let's see if we can get this one up and running as well. So we put this stuff out on the outside of the belt. Okay. Now, of course, at the end of this thing, this kind of stops. This does not stop. This continues on. Over here, the same thing. This one over here kind of stops. And actually, this thing over here also stops. That only goes all the way up to there. So at the end, we only have a single output belt over here. We could just turn it around again and make the next level of processing over here. We could just make the final level of processing over here. And the more I think about it, we could do this. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then, of course, take the assembly machines next to it. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. These over here might also need a beacon or 2, if we think about it correctly. And with beacons, oh, this whole calculation over here is scuffed now. It's definitely very, very scuffed. And we need to know what we can speed up and not speed up. If we do add beacons to this and make these twice as fast, then we can kick 2 of these out. Let's assume that. So maybe make something like this. There we go. That works. And then this will be the final step. What we could also do over here is move... this is fine. This is fine, I think. We can just use loaders for this one. It will be fine. And then, of course, you get like the final input over there. And then it goes in over there, in over there. We need to add the power flux in there somehow. We will figure that out soon. And then the final step over here. And this is going to be a loader. Mostly because... Actually, do we need to be a loader? We make like... What is that? We make like 10 plates. We make 1 plate per second. We could just do something like this. And then it goes out like this or something like that. Good. So what do we have over here? This over here is an input that exists. This over here is an input that does not exist yet. It starts over here. And then we got 3 input lines over here. Okay. This could work. It looks a bit weird. But this could work. But we do need the recipes, and I do need to know what machine I can add speed modules to. There we go. And this is also fine. This can then reconnect the power lines over there. Sure, why not? Why not? I'll take it. And then maybe a lamp over there. That will be fine. Good. Which will mean we're going to have an input like this. We're going to have an input like this. And we're going to have an input like this. And an output like that. Let's maybe move these up a little bit more. There we go. Good. And if we want to make multiples of these, we can just make like 1 wing, 2 wing, and make as much of these as we need. We could just make 4 wings of this and just go completely ham with it. It looks pretty intense. I love it. I love it. The power poles also interconnect over here, which is great. And the more I see this, the more I want this. So let's hope that everything over here turns out as it does. And then we can turn all of this into Iridium plate. One thing we're completely forgetting and leaving out is the beads. We're completely forgetting about the beads. Now we have a line over here for the beads. And every machine over here eats... What is that? We We maybe get 1.333 back, so we eat 0.666 per machine. So in total, every row over here, 16 of these times 0.6666666. We need about 10 beats. Really? Yeah, no. That makes sense. We need about 10 beats per second. Yep. And then the whole block over here requires 40 in total. So if we want to make the beats onto the required speed, okay, every beat machine over here, we can at least check it. They do have productivity module access. So everyone over here makes 1 per second. If we go with the classic standard, that's just a placeholder. There we go. And we take a beacon. And then we realize that this will not work whatsoever. But this will work. There we go. That's a classic standard. We can probably even compress it a little bit more and maybe get 8 of these in here if we want to. But this might be fine. And then, of course, we could have a central output line. That's, of course, a thing we could do. For the beads, we do need vulcanite and plastic as an input, as well as steam as sulfuric acid. If we do it like this, at least we could have like an input line like this, an input line like this, and then we just go... No, that doesn't work. That's not how any of this works. No. Let me rethink this real quick. Let's maybe start with one of them first. So what we could do, we could make an input line over here. We could make an input line over there. And an output line over here. Then another input line over there. We move these up. And then have another input line over there. There we go. That's how this works. But if we want to place a beacon in the middle over here, then... If we move you up and you up, then we could place a beacon over here. And then we more or less get back into the machine we made not long ago. And then we have something like this. And you know what? That's perfect. That is perfect. We know this design. This is a design we have used quite often. There we go. But we should definitely put the underground set over there. So you go this way, you go that way. Perfect. This will affect all the machines. Excellent. Each one of these makes 1 per second. That is 8 per second in total. If we put in speed 3 and prod 3, that will be 16 per second. Wait a minute, that is already quite fast. That's already more than a yellow belt. And then on top of that, 24% productivity bonus. So this will make 20 per second. That's pretty darn good. And that would mean if we have 2 of these, give it a bit of a gap. There we go. This is exactly the amount of machine that we need to make the thing we want to make. One issue we do have, the long head inserters. We make 2 per second. We make 2.5 per second. A single long head inserter does 1.2 insertions per second. It's 2.4 items per second with one long head inserter. You know what? I think that's fine. On the other side, wait a minute. If we flip this around, we could just take this belt and place it over here. We could just take this whole belt out. Move this whole thing up by 1. Move this whole thing down by 1. Add the belt on top and on the bottom. There we go, because the input over here, the input is not affected by productivity modules. So that one vulcanite block and that one plastic bar, we can easily do that from the top over here. Unless, of course, I kind of notice right now that we only have one space over here for an inserter. Unless, wait a minute. Here goes. We can fix this. Move this up by 1. Move this down by 1. And then double long hands. Yes. That'll do it. That will definitely do it. And then the belt over here, that's a blue belt. And I'm having way too much fun. I kind of already looked at the clock and was like, 5 minutes, we will be done with this soon. Well, I guess I missed it again. We are going a little bit into overtime. That is fine. That is fine. Good. The research is also almost done. I can take a crunch at the final numbers afterwards. But this will be how we're going to do this thing over here. And this looks bloody amazing, if I have to say. We also have enough space over here. We can just use undergrounds over here. Let me just do that real quick for you as well. So that you can see that we don't have an issue over here with the pipes, because we just do sulfuric acid over here and steam, say, over there. That's not how this works. Wait a minute. There we go. And then we combine it up like this and that. There we go. And then pop, 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 pop. And that is how we do the liquids. Technically, we can do it like this. And I guess we're going to do it like this because these undergrounds over here make no sense. There we go. There we go. There we go. And now we can start copy-pasting this over. Perfect! So, that will be it for today. We did a whole bunch of theoretical crafting over here with Iridium processing. I'm going to check my numbers. I'm going to crunch my numbers and see if this over here is correct. If there's no significant change, then we can expect this thing to be built soon. If there is a significant change, especially in terms of productivity modules and stuff like that, then I will give this another swing. But nevertheless, that will be it for today. If you do like what you see, please do leave a like, a follow, a comment, a subscription. Every one of those actions does help me out, becoming more discoverable by the YouTube algorithm and, well, getting seen by more people. Nevertheless, thank you so much for today. Have an amazing evening, and until next time, see you around! Perfect timing.